The best ideas always come out of your own struggles, right? I'm a small DIY investor myself. I love real estate. I love the ability to leverage and grow exponential wealth through that avenue. But exactly what you're talking about without even realizing it, I ended up picking up my latest multifamily in the heart of Reno, and unfortunately, tenants break a lot of stuff. The biggest issue is I really like to live my life, but not be beholden to the real estate. What that meant is there has to absolutely be a better way than every one of my vacations, trips, just time that I want to spend with my family being interrupted by the tenants telling me that the sewer's backed up, that they've got a leaking toilet, the doorknob's broken, we're missing a smoke detector.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. Today's guest, Hunter Drost out of Reno, Nevada, is the founder of One Tenant, a concierge maintenance partner transforming how Northern Nevada investors and owners care for residential and commercial properties. He's an owner-operator with hands-on background in remodels, turnovers, and project oversight. He built One Tenant as the missing operating layer between do nothing and hope and full-service management, using data, AI, and a proactive maintenance model to protect property health, uptime, and ROI. You can find him at onetenant.com. Hunter, thanks for taking the time today.
Thank you so much for having me, Dylan. Excited to share how we're transforming traditional do-it-yourself property ownership and investing.
When we talk about property management, this has got to be the biggest, if not the biggest, certainly top two concerns for investors post-acquisition, right? Especially if you're doing anything with multiple doors. You're at this point having to juggle a couple plates in the air. Walk me through the genesis of One Tenant. How'd you get started?
The best ideas always come out of your own struggles, right? I'm a small DIY investor myself. I love real estate. I love the ability to leverage and grow exponential wealth through that avenue. But exactly what you're talking about without even realizing it, I ended up picking up my latest multifamily in the heart of Reno, and unfortunately, tenants break a lot of stuff. And the biggest issue is I really like to live my life, but not be beholden to the real estate. What that meant is there has to absolutely be a better way than every one of my vacations, trips, just time that I want to spend with my family being interrupted by the tenants telling me that the sewer's backed up, that they've got a leaking toilet, the doorknob's broken, we're missing a smoke detector. All these small kind of trivial things that just eat away at your net operating income, eat away at your sanity, eat away at that continued push to the next frontier almost. And I decided then and there that Not sure if it was this smart or not, but I was a little tired of my own tenants calling me for their issues. And I said, what's the best way to do it? Let's handle thousands of these issues nonstop.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
So we're working on that. But the really cool thing is I took a lot of time to be very introspective and like, what are the failings I have as kind of a solo operator? And it was that I wasn't treating every situation the same. I knew what I needed to do to diagnose, to triage a problem before I sent out a tech or a service provider. And I was getting lazy. I wasn't doing it. Between my already busy days, I just wasn't going through the checklist of things that should be done, these simple fixes, can we ensure that this is actually the issue before I spend a couple $100, thousands of dollars sending somebody out to take care of it. And I was making the conscious decision that I know it can be fixed very simply, and I just wasn't doing it. So I decided there had to be a happy medium of who can I just enlist to do this full time. And so that was what I decided, and we've kind of decided to take it to market.
When we talk about all the myriad of circumstances that can come up when managing a property, from, I mean, just off the top of the head, collecting paying rents, right, to then dealing with delinquencies, to dealing with, hey, we need a work order, to dealing with communication about any myriad of things, utilities, right, move in, move out dates. This is where things become tricky, because now you're either having to do it yourself or you're having to hire it out. Walk me through exactly, when I hear, a concierge service, AI, is this basically like an AI that's communicating with the tenants, that's then relaying it to the investor, or is it something totally different? Help fill me in and our audience in.
Absolutely. AI is such a buzzword right now that you almost want to write anything off the second you hear AI, right? I would consider myself a healthy skeptic of anything that kind of has the AI wrapper connotation to it. So what we've done is we have a very clear line of responsibility. The property owner that's looking to not deal with those maintenance headaches, not be constantly stressed about what the next call, what the next service is going to be. We give our phone number to the property owner, or we make the introduction to the tenant ourselves through kind of the online dashboard we've built. From there, we are the ones that take all the inbound correspondence. Hey, we've got a leaking toilet. Cool. Can you send us additional pictures? We are automatically assigning a concierge, kind of what we call a servicer to that ticket, in order to figure out what the issue might actually be. We've got our internal flows of how the problem should be diagnosed, what additional steps, what additional information we're going to need. Because then what we do is we pre-qualify that lead, and so we're able to use our history, our records, our knowledge in order to match that with the right service provider. So our pre-vetted provider network that we're constantly doing internal audits to ensure that the right service is being delivered for that particular issue and not overcharging or undercharging, anything like that. We're able to send a pre-qualified lead to that service provider to better book their day, better able to know what they're walking into, to show up prepared to that job. So instead of wasted time, marketing expense, we're able to actually drive down the cost of that lead as well. So it's a benefit to our property owners, who are going to be the ones kind of picking up that bill. But what's really cool, and this is where we get to the AI part, kind of a long-winded way to get there, is I'm a big fan of data, and I think data helps drive a lot of very powerful decisions, especially as we get into things like cost segregation studies, year-end accounting, capital expenditures.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
What sort of things make sense to spend money on? That's where data really becomes a very, very powerful thing. As we kind of build out neighborhoods, and every market's got their more rentals styled kind of neighborhoods that kind of attract that attention more than others. We're able to build kind of almost a profile around neighborhoods using the data that we're building. So we have a little live language model wrapped in that's constantly kind of scraping the work orders, the diagnostic work that's going in. So what we're able to do with a fair level of accuracy is build out, hey, you have a property in this zip code. Similar properties have done this issue. So obviously the more data we get, the better we're able to drive those insights. And that's really where our AI comes in of, hey, here's the severity of the issues. The property's starting to trend in this profile and help guide further decisions and
Yeah.
possible capital outlays if the year makes sense.
Now, what's the scale of, or I shouldn't say scale, what's the size doors wise that this type of service, your service, One Tenant, would be uh, useful for? Could this be something as small as, hey, I've got, you know, long-term year-to-year single-family lease, and I would like communication with the tenant there, all the way up to, several dozen, 50 or 100 doors, or is it suited more towards one than the other?
So we kind of tried to fill that niche where I know larger operators are going to kind of be predisposed to having their already guaranteed maintenance staff. They have probably their pre-vetted providers, anything like that. That we are not trying to take that over by any means, but we're also not the kind to ever say no to a challenge. We've built it very flexible in the way that with a little bit of information, we will do everything from the traditional single family rental, long term kind of tenant in place. But as we kind of went through building this out, we found that it actually lends itself very well to a lot of other modalities. So we found a lot of use for the midterm space, the kind of furnished rentals of tenant changeover, and we took that even a step further, and we found a huge market in the short-term changeover, where we don't necessarily have a tenant dashboard. We've done this actually by design to not have to deal with user accounts coming in and out and constantly updated. We ask our property owners for a little bit of information of who do we expect to be kind of calling us to avoid any sort of spam or wasted time. Just if we need to get a hold, try to keep it updated. But if we have people constantly changing over in the unit, couple times a week, that same phone number is going to work just as well to report the same issue. So we built it very versatile in that. So currently on the platform,
Yeah.
single family all the way up through kind of law of diminishing return, about 16 units is kind of where it starts making a hard sense to justify kind of our cost as opposed to a full service property manager or doing it themselves, while at the same time we love our commercial properties as well. We've got dedicated service providers geared for mixed use, commercial, office, retail, industrial. Huge thing out here in the Reno Tahoe industrial complex with uh, big big names that we all love, Tesla, Panasonic, Switch, you name it. Just huge properties. Just there's gonna be a little work to get those dialed in on a custom pricing schedule, but we will uh, we will assign our concierge and not rely on AI to do it.
Now, when we talk specifically about how it interacts with tenants, is this also a communication method between owners and the tenants, or is this more of a reporting and analyzing tool versus communication, or both?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
It is definitely a mix. So in there, let's say, for example, you're a tenant, you're renting one of the kind of one tenant serviced uh, rental properties, right? Let's For this example, let's say we're in a duplex. You're occupying one side, we've got another side. If the property owner's kind of on board the property, says, "Hey, one tenant, we'd like you to take over the maintenance headache that comes with servicing these properties," we're happy to do it. We'll get kind of your name in our system and the other side. So when you call us and say, "Hey, guess what? Our shared wall has a leak in it," that's not a problem that just impacts you, right? We're gonna have to coordinate and reach out to the other side and work on triaging those schedules in order to make sure that the issue is addressed properly and that there's a flow of communication between both sides, right? So while you may not want to talk to your inhabitant or your neighbor next door, we're kind of the ones that are handling the, hey, bounce it through us. We'll make sure that everybody's aware of the issue and work to get it resolved from there.
I want to pivot a bit here, Hunter, and ask you specifically about launching a company like this, and for for folks who are maybe launching a business themselves that may have a tech element related to real estate, and any feedback that you have, for other young entrepreneurs in the space who are trying to be innovative and maybe coming across obstacles or bottlenecks in their business if they're in that tech and real estate space. Any feedback based on your journey to those type of folks?
There is such an incredible opportunity just in business in general right now to build a company, to start something new. For a long time, I fell in the camp of there's not a new idea to be had, right? What we know is we're in one of the most incredible times in history where this intersection of tech and idea and execution, this trifecta, is really what's going to drive kind of the next innovation. For me, I wasn't going to sit idly by and not capitalize on it. My best advice, whatever you're doing, just start doing it. You don't know what the problems are, and where we are today is not where I thought we were when I first had the concept around it. I couldn't even articulate what the concept was when we first started mulling this over of how it would look. But just get started and share your idea with as many people as you possibly can. My biggest supporters, the
Yeah.
people I've been most proud to call my friends, are the ones that have critiqued it the most and have given me the best advice. Or have you thought about this? Does it lend itself well to this? And just keep an open mind and see kind of where things end up. It's incredible.
We are coming up on time here, Hunter. What's the best way for folks to get in contact with you, and if they're interested in learning more about One Tenant?
Absolutely. So right now, One Tenant, we kind of really operate primarily in the Northern Nevada space. We've got Las Vegas coming here shortly, and working on the legal clarity on a couple more states, but we'll share those at a later date. Working from there, just onetenant.com, fill out a contact us form, or if everything makes sense, click the sign up button, create your dashboard, and onboard your first property. If you have any questions, our support and sales team is more than happy to help walk you through and show you how to set up the individual controls based on what property you've got going on or what modality, instead of maintaining cash flow or long-term hold or slowly improving. We can help walk you through exactly how to customize those controls and how you want to handle issues and set your preset spend limit from there.
Hunter, thank you so much for taking the time today. Thanks for coming on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.